That's me. One moment I could say, oh, Kill Bill. Another one I could say something else. But I really do.
If you ask Quentin Tarantino what his greatest film is, his answer will change depending on the day. Sometimes it's Kill Bill, other times Pulp Fiction. But if you catch him in the right mood, he'll say Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is his best. Not just because of its storytelling, but because it reflects what he's always been about, a deep, unapologetic love for cinema. He's not just a filmmaker. He's a worshipper of the screen. To him, movies aren't entertainment. They're sacred. And the theaters? They're cathedrals. Tarantino isn't just influenced by film, he's consumed by it. Raised in the back aisles of video stores and baptized by grindhouse double features, he took his obsession and turned it into some of the most iconic movies of our time. But to understand Tarantino, you have to go deeper than his scripts or his camera work. You have to look at the films that built him, the movies he didn't just love but studied, memorized, and stole from like an artist. Because that's what Tarantino is, the greatest cinematic thief of his generation. And here are the 7 movies that taught him how to steal brilliantly. Number 7, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, 1966. Sergio Leone didn't just make westerns, he made operas with gunpowder. For a young Tarantino, watching Clint Eastwood and Lee Van Cleef stare each other down in a dusty graveyard wasn't just tense, it was biblical. Leone showed him that silence could be louder than screams, and that a camera held for just 1 second longer could change everything. Every standoff in Reservoir Dogs, every tense pause in Inglourious Bastard, they're Leone's fingerprints through Tarantino's lens. This wasn't just storytelling. It was myth-making. Number 6, Blowout, 1981. Brian De Palma crafted a thriller about a sound man who accidentally records a murder, but to Tarantino, Blowout was about obsession. About how chasing truth can become a kind of madness. John Travolta's character doesn't just unravel a conspiracy, he unravels himself. De Palma's split-screen techniques, voyeuristic camera moves, and gritty realism shaped how Tarantino sees thrillers. The paranoia, the pulpy tension, the scratchy film stock, you can see it in Death Proof and Kill Bill, in the DNA of his entire career. Blowout taught him that style doesn't distract from substance, it is substance. Number 5, His Girl Friday, 1940. Howard Hawks didn't just write dialogue. He orchestrated it like jazz. Watching Cary Grant and Rosalind Russell spar with words faster than bullets lit something up in Tarantino's mind. He realized then that characters could fight with language, that talking wasn't filler, it was action. This is where Pulp Fiction is born. Where the diner conversations, the Royale with cheese moments all take root. Hawks taught him that rhythm matters, that talking fast can hit harder than hitting hard. Number 4, Taxi Driver, 1976. Martin Scorsese's masterpiece wasn't just about New York. It was about alienation. Travis Bickle wasn't a hero or even a good man. But he was fascinating, and that's what stuck with Tarantino. Watching Bickle spiral into madness showed him that cinema didn't need clean-cut characters. It needed truth. Ugly, uncomfortable, haunting truth. Every morally gray figure in Tarantino's films owes something to Bickle. The Bride, Django, Lieutenant Aldo Raine. All of them carry that same intensity, that same darkness. Number 3, Rio Bravo, 1959. This was the film that taught Tarantino the beauty of just hanging out. Howard Hawks again, but this time with cowboys, sheriffs, drunks, and slow moments. Nothing explodes. No one rushes. And yet it's magnetic. Why? 'Cause of the characters. Tarantino learned that if you build people the audience loves, you don't need explosions to hold attention. He'd rewatch Rio Bravo endlessly, not for the gunfights but for the silences. The banter. The waiting. That DNA lives in The Hateful Eight, in Jackie Brown, and in every Tarantino film where characters talk before they kill. Number 2, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, 1948. Most directors cite Citizen Kane. Tarantino chose 2 comedians running from monsters. This movie broke all the rules, horror mixed with comedy, genre mashed with absurdity, and it worked. Taught him that movies didn't need to pick a lane. That horror could live next to slapstick. That laughter and fear could live in the same frame. It's why From Dusk Till Dawn can suddenly turn into a vampire bloodbath, and why Kill Bill shifts tones without warning. This film taught him to blend without shame. Number 1. The Searchers, 1956. John Ford's epic western wasn't a celebration of heroism, it was a slow dismantling of it. Finn Edwards wasn't noble. He was dangerous. His mission to rescue his niece was soaked in racism, vengeance, and broken masculinity. Tarantino saw it as a young man and never let go. This was the film that whispered to him, "Great movies don't play it safe. They unsettle you. They haunt you." The Searchers became his guiding light, not because it was perfect, but because it dared to show America's darkness. You can feel its echo in Django Unchained and Kill Bill, in every story where justice comes with a cost. These 7 films didn't just influence Quentin Tarantino. They formed him. They gave him permission to be bold, messy, obsessive, and fearless. He didn't learn from textbooks. He learned from VHS tapes, midnight screenings, and grainy masterpieces that most people had forgotten. 'Cause in the end, Quentin Tarantino didn't just become a filmmaker. He became cinema's loudest, most brilliant fan. Now that you know the movies that shaped him, which ones shaped you?